Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another beautiful day out here on the ice. I'm back out on the Mississippi River this morning, hoping to get on some walleye and sauger. The last week or so out here has been just brutally cold. I think the high for most days has been -5 or -6, and for the first time this season, I can actually drive the truck out here. Seems like I am the only person as far as I can see, which might be a good thing, or it could mean there's no fish out here. That's what I'm out here to find out. I think it's -10 or -11 degrees right now. Definitely not the warmest one, so I'm gonna hop in the truck. I'm gonna head out to the spot, get the tent all set up, and I'll see you guys inside. Finally got the tent set up here. It is definitely a cold one out there. I think for the morning, I'm going to start out with something with a little flash and rattle. Pink and silver scissor kick tip with a minnow head. See if I can draw in any of these fish. Looks like we got something coming in from the left there. I just sent down a big fathead. I want to see if maybe get this guy to eat here. Just in case they don't want the moving presentation, I do have the fathead. Sometimes you can draw them in with a spoon or a rattle bait, and if they're really finicky, especially the big ones, they might just want a live bait. He's aggressive. There we go. What are these fish down here? They've got to be little sauger. Yeah. There's got to be 60 of these fish down here. That is just unreal. Rarely do you ever see them schooled up this big. First aggressive fish of the morning. Just a little guy. Good start though. Beautiful sauger. I can't tell you how many fish I've seen. Probably close to 1,000 in the last hour. This is the first one to bite. It's definitely a good sign. Alright, buddy. Let's get you right back. This might be the most fish I've ever seen in my life here. Within a 50-foot radius, there's got to be close to 300 fish. I mean, that is just unreal. Everywhere I look, just piles of them. I don't think in my life I have ever seen this many fish here, or really any part of the river. I mean, I've seen them schooled up, 5, 10, 15 fish. They're schooled up by the hundreds. I mean, look at this. 200, 300 fish around me in a 50-foot radius. I mean, that is just unreal. Wow. Alright. Let's see if we can get another one to bite here. Oh, this guy's heading out. He showed up a few hours ago. I want to talk to him. Always good to see how everyone else is doing out here. Be right back. Well, that was very stupid. I'm gonna try to get it back. Drop down something I can bounce that moves quite a bit. That might be the stupidest thing I've ever done. Left my rod unattended. It's been 2 or 3 hours. No bites on the dead stick. nothing. Hop outside for 1 or 2 minutes. Just say hi to a guy who's leaving, and not only did it go under, it must have been big enough to take the whole rod down the hole. Wow. I mean, that is something. I really got to get this back. That was stupid. Not only am I leaving a rod on the bottom, but I'm leaving a hook in a fish's mouth, and we do not want that. Let's see if we can get it back here. There it is. All right. Fish isn't on anymore, but at least I got the rod back. That was very stupid. I'm gone for 1 minute, and I forgot to leave my bail open, let alone leaving my rod. Wow, today's a crazy day. I guess I'm gonna drop it back down and actually watch it this time. Oh, he's interested in it. Sitting on the dead stick there. Yep. I'll let him grab it for a second. Looks like a good looking fish. There we go. Feels like a decent one. What do we got here? Oh yeah, look at that. After losing 3 or 4 quality fish, it's nice to finally get one to stick. Beautiful one. Perfect size eater. Don't think I am going to keep any today. Want to get this guy back safe and sound. I mean, just a beauty. A nice little 16-incher. Alright, buddy. Let's get you right back. Finally, the big schools of fish have went away. I waited for about an hour for those schools of hundreds of sauger and walleye to finally leave. Definitely seems like the fish that are sticking in those big schools are not aggressive at all. What I'm looking for is that solo, or maybe a fish in a group of 2 or 3. Especially on the river, you have got a way better chance of finding an aggressive fish if he's solo, rather than if he's hanging out with a crowd. Get this guy back down to bottom and get another. Wind's starting to pick up just a little bit. It was dead calm for most of the morning, and now that we're getting a little later into the day, might end up being a little windy. Nice thing is the fish are biting. It's been a pretty weird winter. At least on the river it has been. Backwaters have been just phenomenal, but the main river, especially Lake Pepin, has been very, very weird fishery. Got something coming in here. Let's see if this guy's hungry. How are we spitting the hook? I can't even see my bait. Bet I can get him to eat again. He's still there. 10 feet under the ice. Five feet under the ice? 4 feet under the... Oh, I can see him. Oh, he's still here. Not again. Really? Wow. And he's gonna try to eat again. Third time's the charm. When they're aggressive, they sure are aggressive. Bringing him up once more. I'll give this fish props. I mean, that is impressive. What is it? Fourth time's the charm? There we go. It's definitely a walleye. Oh, actually a sauger. Oh, buddy, I am sorry. I was almost sure you were a walleye. What a beauty. Not a walleye, not a sauger, but a sauger. Not 100% sure, but by the look of it, it is looking like a sauger. It's got the dots of a sauger. Coloration there of a walleye and white line down the tail. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I always like learning new things, but to me, looks exactly like a sauger. What a cool fish. Just a beauty. Definitely chased it like the walleye do. Alright, buddy. Let's get you right back. Oh, make sure you go down there safely. I'm only fishing 20 feet of water. There you go. I mean, how cool is that? What an unbelievable catch. Not a giant fish, but that is one thing I love about the walleye, sauger, and even sauger on the river. You may not find a lot of aggressive ones. You might have to go through 100 fish to find those aggressive ones. But if you do find an aggressive one, it will do anything to eat. It's not the first time I've had that happen. I had one last year that I got to eat 11 times. Not the best hookup ratio. Sometimes I just can't get them to stick. One after another, getting off over and over again. But how cool is that? Hopefully you guys could see it all right. I've got that camera running. Should have made for some cool content. Disappointing to lose them over and over again, but finally got him to stay on, and that's all that matters. I mean, I think I got that fish up to 3 feet under the ice, all the way from 21. Wow. All right, let's drop right back down. I think it's supposed to get up to 30-mile-an-hour winds today. I opened the door to look outside, and a bag I had in here started flying out, and I just spent the last 15 minutes running around this lake chasing after that bag. Oh, jeez. In the cold, windy weather, wearing all this gear, I can tell you as a fact, it is not fun to chase a bag around. Oh man. Seems like it's gonna be windy for the rest of the night today. Hoping maybe I might get some of these big fish fired up a little bit. Haven't seen too much for the last hour and a half. It is kind of that midday. It's never too good out here during the middle of the day. I think as we get closer to sunset, should start seeing more fish. There we go. Feels like a good one. Oh yeah, that is a giant sauger. Bite has slowed down for the middle of the day here for close to an hour, so I turned off all my cameras to let them charge for a few minutes, and sure enough, this 21-incher decided to bite. What an absolute beauty. Pig of a fish. Alright, let's get you right back, buddy. Not sure how much of that you guys actually got. All my camera stuff is pretty much all over the place. I'm really sorry about that. Out of all times to catch a fish, right now it's not really it. Didn't have that camera on, didn't have that camera on, didn't have that camera on. That's alright though. I think I still got it on the hat cam. Beautiful one. Don't always get a 21-inch sauger. Nothing wrong with that guy at all. I'm gonna drop right on back down, keep on fishing, and try to get another here. Seems like they're starting to get turned on. Seems like the wind's almost calmed down a little. It was crazy for the last 2 hours. It's still a little windy. Just definitely not as bad as it was. It's definitely turning into a beautiful day. It's hard to beat the river. Even when the fishing is slow, being able to just open up your door and see this, it's just amazing. One of the most beautiful fisheries we have here in Minnesota. At least in my opinion. There's definitely some beautiful stuff up north, don't get me wrong. But I sure do love the river. Great fishing, great scenery, and so much water to explore. Seems like most of the people on this part of the river are all fishing the same area. People see tents out and they all go set up right next to them. 95% of the fishermen who fish the Mississippi River are all fishing at 5% of the water. So if you're smart, you know what you're doing, you know how to do it safely, that leaves the other 5% of the fishermen to explore the other 95% of the water that is untouched. There's 3 main spots right around me within a mile or two where everybody goes, which leaves miles of untouched structures. They're all fishing 22, 26 foot flats, points, the same stuff that's over here, that's over there, that no one really fishes. If you're willing to explore, I can promise you, if you do it safely, you will catch a whole lot more fish if you get away from the crowd. Don't be afraid to try new things, especially a year like this when I can drive my truck out. There's more than enough ice to take ATVs, snowmobiles. Just don't cross pressure ridges. Whole lot of ice, you can pretty much safely walk anywhere. Go out and explore. Find some new areas. Don't just go where you see other people. Believe me, finding your own spots, finding your own areas will change your fishing. See if we can't get another one quick here. The sun has finally set here tonight. It turned out to be a beautiful night. I think I'm gonna get everything packed up and get out of here. I did mark quite a few really nice fish over the last 15 to 20 minutes. Usually, this time of night, the big walleye come through really high suspended. Easy way to know they're walleye. Marked a few, brought him up, got him to chase, and just never got him to eat. I got another buddy with me in some shallower water down there. He had a few of the same fish coming through, managed to actually get a really nice walleye to bite tonight. I just wasn't as lucky. What I will say is tonight was quite the eventful night. Definitely not the most incredible fishing, but what I can say is it was very, very interesting. But I caught some fish. Came out for walleye, ended with sauger and a few saugers. Definitely some nice ones as well. I'm thinking this is going to be one of the last ice fishing videos that I post this year. With the 50-degree weather coming up, I'm guessing there won't be much for ice here very, very soon. So what my plan is to maybe hit a few more lakes, do some more ice fishing possibly up north, and then take out the boat, do some pre-spawn walleye, chase some big pike, get back into the pike and muskie crazy lure content, and just have a good open water season. That's about all I can ask for. I'm going to get packed up, I'm going to get out of here, get editing on this video for you guys, and hopefully have it out soon. Hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys. Until I see you guys in the next one. Peace out.